Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we are on the precipice of a brand new type of event, hitting JP Dokkan, presumably for Golden Week. We do actually have a teaser in the game talking about the event a little bit. I believe there's this new thing in the Baba shop as well. Does one of these pictures have... No, doesn't look like it. Okay. I believe there's a new thing in the Baba shop as well, which I think is going to be like rewards you can get from this sort of co-op event. It's hard to say exactly. This doesn't seem like it's true co-op, but it does appear to resemble Dragon Ball Legends co-op a little bit. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. We got the return of a familiar face. Team Dokkan has returned to talk about the new mode. I believe Team Dokkan has been very silent since the 300 million download celebration when Gohan and Cell dropped. I believe this is the first time he's really being active and tweeting, talking about that since then. One quick thing I would add right here, because I'm going to record two videos back to back. One, I want to talk about the, Super Clash, co-op mode, whatever thing you want to call it, right? And then I'm also going to do a video talking about the more category shenanigans that happened last night. I mean, at this point, I personally, to me, the biggest problem in the game is the category inconsistency. Just absolutely. It is absolutely the biggest problem with the game right now. I mean, I know the friend system is still a little wonky, but dude, they gotta do some stuff with that. Okay, so appears as though the stamina items are coming to JP. These came out for Saiyan Day on Global, but they did not come to JP at the time. Looks like they're going to be added as part of the Golden Week celebration. By the way, I've heard inconsistent reports on V-Jump as well, right? I saw some people saying that V-Jump was going to be canceled this month, but then I also saw some people saying, no, that's not the case, and I heard that Geekdom said it's still going to happen, so we'll be on the lookout. Especially after the... wait, I have these on my second monitor here. Yeah, let me go ahead and pull them up real fast. Okay, so this bad boy right here, the LR Nappa and Vegeta card, this unit right here, is going to be releasing tonight, actually. It's a summonable LR, and as you guys can see, Vegeta and Nappa, it's finally a return to the exchange units. We finally have a new one, and it looks like a summonable LR, and their Saiyan Saga. So we add to that LR Prime Battle Krillin, we add to that the Raditz they recently released, and it's like, okay, it's pretty clear what they're building us up for. Vegeta and Kaioken Goku Dual Dokkan Fest. Well, Kaioken Goku and Great Ape Vegeta specifically Dual Dokkan Fest, I would say, honestly, at this point, I mean, it's... the chances of it, like, I just don't see any other option. Like, Golden Week, like, they have, like, done weird things before, right? Like, they set us up for an Angel Golden Frieza LR, which I was like, okay, yes, please. And then they dropped Vegeta and Nappa on us. I was, oh, okay. I'm totally cool with this, though, again, because, like, this is a new, like, there was no Nappa / Vegeta card in Dokkan before, right? So this is really good. This is a strong unit. I don't want to spend too much time talking about them, but they're very good for, like, the difficult modes, right? Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku Event, Battlefield, Super Battle Road. That's where these guys are going to be super good. But I'm going to do a video talking about them a little bit more afterwards, and their category, Diabolical Villains. All right, so we have this Broly here. I mean, this... dude, this art is fantastic. By the way, I would not be shocked. I'm quite certain that we're going to get another Dragon Ball Z Broly at some point. He just sells too well. They're just going to continue to cycle through him. Probably a base form Broly from the first movie is my guess for the next Broly to release. Well, next Dragon Ball Z Broly, right? And then when he transforms, he would go into sort of his controlled, like his hair's sort of blue. It's when he goes Super Saiyan, but he's still being controlled by Paragus, right? So his hair is kind of blue like that. I would imagine that will probably be the next Dragon Ball Z Broly card we'll see. Maybe he would then further go to Legendary Super Saiyan Broly again. But this Broly is going to be the boss of the, what is the DM mode again? Hold on, the homie Gresh. Okay, Explosive Chain Battle. We're going to be taking a look at Gresh's videos here. I actually hit up the homie just before making this video. Because, like, okay, so basically, as he explains it, is there's just way too much for him to sort of talk, like type all out. So he just did a series of short videos talking about the new mode. I actually offered him a piece of the video's revenue to use these right here. And, the homie is very kind and said no. But, I might toss your boy something anyway. But, never mind. All right, so let's... Okay, so we got the stamina items are coming. Let's take a look at this right here. I believe this is from the official Dokkan site, by the way. Yeah, so, like, it's hard to tell exactly completely what's going on. But I believe you might choose, like, 10 units, and then, like, your friends or, like, random people or something like that are able to choose from the 10 units you can bring or something. I don't know. I mean, the other thing, too, is that the mode appears to be based around categories. Like, so I don't know if diabolical villains will be good here, or pure Saiyans, or hybrid Saiyans, but I assume you're going to be picking, like, 10 units from this category that is strong against this Broly or something like that. We're going to get more into Team Dokkaner's tweets in a second. Here it is again talking about this new mode. Now, a lot of the stuff actually is resembling original Dokkan Battlefield to me. Like just the way some of the stuff looks. So this is good, because this is not the traditional, candy orb crush where you were just picking out orbs and stuff like that. This is something completely different. This is what we want. Like this is them trying new stuff. This is good. I listen, I'm smacking up whoever starts complaining about this the way people complain about Dokkan Battlefield 1.0 back in the day, because they tried something. Let's at least try and give it a chance, right? It could be terrible. It could be. But, like, this is what we want, them to actually put in effort, and this is what they're doing. So this is very exciting. So let's take a look at what Team Dokkan has to say. It's a series of tweets here, him going over a ton of info, right? Again, huge shout-outs to Team Dokkan for coming back to give us some info about the new mode. So, details on the new game mode. Not everything is clear yet. Okay. Event seems reoccurring. So, I mean, I would presume this to mean maybe something like Battlefield, how Battlefield will show up for like 30 days. I assume that this new mode, it's also going to be the same thing, where it might show up for like 30 days at a time or something like that. Each time is going to have a different boss. I mean, one cool thing, again, I love that they kind of created this new, like, card art like this. I would like for them to continue to do this. Like, give us, like, new versions of characters. Like, I don't even really care if this Broly never becomes playable, but I do kind of like the idea of just, like, this boss unit right there that we haven't seen before, right? With new art. Maybe he'll have, like, a new super attack animation or anything like that. Probably not, because it would have came out in the data download last night, right? Okay, each time a different boss, vulnerable to certain categories. Oh, categories. So maybe Broly is weak to pure Saiyan, hybrid Saiyan, and something like that. Okay, which will limit the playable cards. I mean, of course, right? They're not going to allow every single card in the game to be useful here. Okay, so let's go to the next thing here. You'll have to choose 10 cards, which will define those who will be usable by your friends. They must meet the criteria imposed by the boss. Now, I'm presuming that's going to be, like, again, Broly weak to, let's just say, pure and hybrid Saiyan, so you pick, like, those cards. Player prepares to fight by choosing 2 friendly teams, as well as 2 friends, sort of leader unit. Okay. Again, a lot of the stuff is going to be a little bit difficult to completely comprehend until we actually have the game mode in-game, right? I don't think there's an actual date for it yet. I would assume, so the Dual Dokkan Fest for Golden Week is probably going to drop on like the 26th, 27th, 25th, in that range. So maybe the new mode would drop when Golden Week starts, maybe on like the 24th. I mean, we'll see, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this next one, what we got here. A power/affinity bar will adjust visually to help choices. I guess which units you want to bring or something like that. During the fight, a phase will consist in choosing 3 cards with the most affinities. Links categories, interesting, to make the most damage possible. A timer will limit the reflection time. So perhaps it would be something like Saiyan Warrior Race, prepared for battle. Like Super Saiyan would do extra damage against this Broly boss, things like that. So like, you want to use pure and hybrid Saiyans, but then even a step further, you want, like, prepare for battle units, Super Saiyan units. That's just what I sort of am gathering from that tweet right there. All right, and then the event will have its own classification. Your rank among other players will be based on the total damage you've inflicted. There will be rewards based on your ranking. Percentage ranking, unlike the... Oh, okay, good. So, yeah, because it's like, oh, no, please. I can't... I can't get another mode where I have to try hard like this. Oh, especially because in the teaser, like, they showed the images. Actually, here, let me pull up the Dokkan Wiki real fast. Again, thank you to Team Dokkaner. Do we have... the images have to be there, because I want to point out that one image again that has... Yeah, here we go. That might be it. New home screen. Oh, new loot animation. Hold on, I missed this earlier. Let's see what this is. Oh, interesting. I presume this is from the Baba shop. Like, you get currency, then you can open up. Oh, good. There's literal loot boxes in Dokkan now. Okay. Yeah, it's this thing in the news. Damn it, I don't have my device set to record right now, but it shows a treasure box and there's equipment coming out of it. So, like, equipment is going to be one of the rewards here, which is, like, super important, right? Giving us more ways to get equipment is exactly what we need in order for the equipment system to not be so trashed. Yes, here we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, there we go. Yeah. So, I mean, if you can do this mode a lot, and then this Goku art looks new, by the way. Yeah, I don't recognize that. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Well, because, like, these are from the summon animations, right? The Piccolo and the Gohan. This Goku doesn't look familiar to me. Maybe I'm just missing it. But, like, you know, if you can get equipment from this, oh, man, that's going to activate the tryhard in everyone, right? Okay, now let's go and take a look at Gresh. Again, he talks about the new mode explicitly a lot here. I'm going to turn the volume up here, and I'll adjust. I'm probably not going to talk while the homie Gresh is talking. He has a beautiful, clear voice. Let's go ahead and listen to what our boy has got to say, talking about the new mode. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Gonna be too long to type all the stuff on Twitter, so I'll just upload this to Twitter directly. Probably this might end up being 2 separate videos, but this is going over the explosive chain battle mode coming to Dokkan. I'm gonna go through this quickly, and then there's actually a video we can play in the second part, and I can talk about what's going on there. So this will probably be 2 videos. This is a mode where you borrow the power of friends, and you just deal as much damage as possible to the enemy, and then I guess the synergy between you and your friends or whatever supporters decide how much decide if you win or lose, basically. So first you click the start button. This is the menu that comes up. I guess it looks a lot like Battlefield does. Step 2 is you choose the friends that you want to lend to your. You choose the units that you want to lend to your friends. So everyone's going to be lending a certain amount of units to, I guess it looks like it's going to be 10. So it looks like you lend 10 units out, and then people can like, you know, pick and choose who they want out of the units that you lend to them. Step 3 is I don't even know what this means because this is very technical. So you want to choose friend supporters and connectors. These 2 are the connectors. So you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku up here, and then Metal Cooler. I can barely see it says connectors right here. This is the quote-unquote battle character. I guess that is the main character that's going to be fighting. And then these in here, I believe, are the supporters. So you have 2 connectors, and then you have 10 you have 12 supporters, 2 connectors, and 1 main battle character. Step 4 is characters will randomly appear here, and then you have to choose 3 randomly to, I guess, participate in the attack. And then down here they sort of talk about basically you want to make sure that you have good synergy with your supporters to deal as much damage as possible. And then there's sort of like a ranking thing here, and you can challenge it every day, and it just says aim for the top here. So that's going to be the first part. We'll move into the second part here with the video. Alright, so here we go with the video. Just going to go quickly through this and explain it. It's a little bit long, but we'll talk about it as it's playing here. So this is your battle character. This is the character we saw down here in part 1, this main one up here. That says battle character, obviously, and it is in 1 times animation, so it's not always going to be this slow. You can choose to turn it part to 2 times if you want. I don't know who would keep it at 1. Here we go. We have the, I guess, allies coming in here to help out. Okay, so we have everyone coming up here. This is the super class chain. So all the super class allies will light up. Here's the extreme class chain. I guess you get more points depending on like how many you have of each class. Then this is just says accumulating ki, charging up ki. Okay. and then I believe Broly attacks. And here's where you have to choose 3 out of these 8 randomly chosen allies. So I guess you want to choose the 3 that have the most synergy with each other. So this guy ends up going with Gogeta, Goten, and Trunks. So we have these 3 that he chose. So now I guess they're going to attack with those 3. Let's see. Yeah, so all 3 of the supporters are now attacking Broly. The support attack, quote unquote, is what it said. So they're doing stuff. Still at 1x speed. Okay, so they're charging up Ki once more. And this is your main battle character, so now it's time for it says full power, now it's time for the main battle character to attack, it looks like. So he's going to go in there and do his normal super attack, and then it's going to do a ton of damage. And this is where the mode, I guess, is sort of ranking people with each other. Because you see he does a ton of damage here, whatever that number is. It's a big number. 46 million, I think, yeah. So that is basically the video. So based off of that number that you do in damage, that's where you're being ranked here, I guess, on the high score list. It's kind of like the punching bag event, if you want to think about it that way, in terms of you're ranked based off of how much damage you can deal in one hit. So that's why it says here you want to make sure that you have the most synergy possible with your supporters and do the most damage you can to the enemies. And that's pretty much it.
All right, so obviously that looks very interesting. I am very excited for this, right? This is going to be like a super cool new thing. So see some more info here. When remaining time falls to 50% or below, supporters that have better synergy become highlighted. So it becomes much easier to choose better ones quickly. On the other hand, you will do less damage to the enemy the more time elapses, so it's better to choose supporters quickly. Interesting. So this, I wonder if like the strength of who you have on your friends list is like a huge important factor. Like I'm gonna tell y'all right now, for whatever reason, me and Nolar we don't have each other added in game yet. I am immediately after this video gonna be hitting up Nolar and saying, yo, my boy, I'm gonna need you on my friends list. I'm sure Nolar probably feels the same since we have like the 2 nastiest accounts out there. Yes, Nolar, I would love to use your Rainbow LRs for this, please. Okay. Supporter synergy is determined by the amount of shared categories, typing, and link skills between the supporters. And this synergy directly affects damage dealt to the enemy. Interesting. Now, what's very interesting about this is that you have super class units and extreme class units as well. So I feel as though things like transformation boost is probably going to be like damn near the best here, because that's going to have like a huge roster of strong super class characters and strong extreme class characters. Because if you're going to need categories and links and stuff to mesh up between the 2 of them, that's going to be a good place to do that, right? And then finally, if you fail to choose 3 supporters in the allotted time, 3 supporters will be chosen for you at random. Damage will increase slightly the more time that is remaining once your 3 supporters have been chosen. This seems interesting. Again, it's very difficult to sort of get a full grasp of what's going on right now before the mode actually shows up. We don't really understand exactly how the characters are chosen too. Is it off of your friends list? Is it completely random? We'll see, because if it's off of the friends list, your boy might have to have tryouts. I'm gonna have to have a video like, all right, you know, go ahead, send me like your box, and we're gonna get some of you boys on my friends list. We might have to do some stuff like that. So we'll see. One thing I will say, this does seem like this is gonna be probably a lot more fun on global. I think, because the global seems to have a much bigger player base, right? So I imagine a lot of the, you know, like if you and like a bunch of your homies are all playing like global or something like that, you might have each other on your friends list, and it'll be easier to, you know, kind of use each other's units and stuff like that. Whereas JP players are definitely more sparse over here compared to global. So we will see, right? It's going to be very interesting. You know, I guess this is another mode where they want you to have a ton of really good units. The one good thing, I am excited that the ranking system is by percentile. It's not like, okay, there's like one like rank 1 winner at the top. It's like, no, it's by like the top 1% and stuff like that, because I'm assuming equipment is going to be a big reward from this mode, and like equipment is currently in the game like the most valuable commodity there is, right? Like it really has a strong effect on your characters, and some of the rare critical and additional equipment, it's just not easy to get, period, because the equipment event is only available once per week. I've been thinking that the equipment system will get better as it becomes more readily available, and it does appear like we're moving in that direction. So let me know what you guys think. Pretty soon we're going to be seeing this bad boy in game, and I will catch y'all next time.